A really interesting pair of characters, a young kid, an older guy, and nope, we don't have a stereotypical mother, we have a trans guy. At first I'm like, okay, but then later I'm like, oh, at least it's not so generic. Someone that's trying to be a mother that doesn't have that natural instinct is interesting to watch. Throughout the movie, it's very entertaining, a lot of plot twists. And I love how everything they said or mentioned ties together in the end. All of the stories connect with each other. Like how the guy mentioned he raced bikes, then later they found out he was lying. Then later in the movie, he really did something heroic on the bikes. Then I instantly realized it. I didn't expect I would catch on that, but I really did, and it was cool. And even the characters also called it out, which makes you feel proud of them. They acknowledged that he actually did it also. So it's not like some hidden meaning that you realize afterwards. They just announce it and you get that validation. That character redeemed himself. He's not a liar anymore. He can say he did that on a bike and there are witnesses to prove it. So this movie has a mixture of dark, deep, and has a lot of humor. Just the right balance of all of it. At first they were together, then they got separated. I thought, oh, they're just gonna be together until it ends. But nope, they all get separated again. The conflicts are good and it's just great how all of the stories flow and connect. That may feel cheesy or such a coincidence, but you know, it's fiction. But it blends so well it feels like it's not so cheesy after all. It just keeps moving forward. This movie has a very good pace. And at the ending, just when you thought the movie is over, the girl gets a resolution too. I didn't even realize that 2 out of 3 of the characters already had their resolution. There's so much things happening that I didn't even realize that they missed out one person. And at the end, just when you thought you forgot, then they deliver it and it's like, wow. And of course they just leave you at the cliffhanger, which makes it even more great. Because we get to imagine what the scenario is like, what they talked about and how they connected and whatnot. When the movie started, looking at these characters, it just feels so Satoshi Kon. The character design, the faces, the look of it. The girl looks like Paprika, even her hair, her eyes. Even the nurse looks like Rumi from Perfect Blue. And yes, it's also cool they put the movie posters of Perfect Blue and the other movies in there also. But the scary thing is the look. It just looks like so much his style. To be honest, I thought it was going to be a cheesy, happy Christmas movie, but it actually took quite a few dark turns. Let me say again, a lot of unexpected stuff happened. It blew my expectations, that's why it's so good. You think it's gonna be typical like a generic movie, but then it really takes a turn. It's just overall, it made me feel something. It's very entertaining and very interesting. This one, Tokyo Godfathers, this one is a 10 out of 10.